Welcome to the Mind of Basketball podcast, also known as M.O.B podcast, episode 133. I'm Evan.
And I'm Joe.
This is our basketball podcast. We recap, break down, and analyze players and teams from the previous games from the previous day. How you doing?
This time I can't even say good. I still do feel tired, but I can't say good.
Well, vaccine hitting?
Yes, it is. It hit me all right. Since earlier, it hit me. It's like, uh-oh. But, I'm here. I'm pushing through. Stuff gotta get done.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And that's how they get you. You're gonna be dead in 6 months. Just playing, just joking, just kidding. Just kidding.
Nah, but you're not wrong. Probably it is. Probably
Don't do that. Don't do that. They don't do that.
You wouldn't.
Oh, come on, man. If I start it, don't continue. For our sake. But
just following,
Yep, following trends. I'm doing good. As for everybody watching, I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone will have a good day. A lot of action, a lot of things happened. As you would expect this late in the season, including that man right there. He's back.
Yeah, man. He came out. He came out and went straight back to business. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Yep, like didn't miss a step. And what he said in the post game, I know the game. I'm good at this game. Come on, man.
That's a bold statement to make. But when you that great of a player, hey, you can make statements like that whenever you want. To be honest.
Exactly, he's one of the best players we've ever seen. James Harden's back in the lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. And yes, no rust, nothing. It was just like he was back to how he was.
You see what I told you. We even talked about this last episode. Like, there's a likely chance he probably going to get straight back to work. He don't need that much time. And he's the point guard. Kyrie's the shooting guard, and he went back to straight to business with the point guard. Double straight out the gate. Oh man.
Well, I mean, Kyrie wasn't playing this game because it was the face for injury that he suffered with 2 nights ago in Chicago.
Yeah.
But man, still beating the Spurs team. I mean, the Spurs haven't been playing great. They've been they can surprise you with some wins.
Yeah.
But without Kyrie and James Harden back in the lineup, teams don't want to see this.
It's crazy how it's like whenever one gets injured to play, and then the moment the one comes back, the other gets injured, God forbid, and they still play amazing basketball.
That will be the only thing stopping them.
Yeah.
Is injury. Besides that, I don't know who can stop those guys. I really don't.
To be honest, it's not even those guys anymore. Who could stop the whole team? the whole team be hot because of them. Shamit, Mike James, DeAndre Jordan, all those guys, they be.
Yep. What Randall said, big 15.
I swear it is a big 15 when it comes to them.
Oh man, but yeah, it's just great to see Harden back on the floor doing what he does best.
Yeah, man.
Even if I don't want the Nets to win, but hey. This has nothing to do with super team.
Yeah,
I'm a Knicks fan.
Speaking of your Knicks.
Speaking of my Knicks, thanks Cleveland. Cleveland!
It's for you.
Thanks Cleveland. As a result to the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Boston Celtics last night, the Knicks, these New York Knicks, for the first time since 2013, have officially clinched a playoff berth. That's right. Playoff basketball in the Mecca is back. It's back. No playing, playoffs. Knicks will be playing in the playoffs.
Well, You know that's gonna be a packed house. You know that's gonna be a packed house. With whatever
But
they could do with
if
this
they allow,
COVID,
yeah, whatever they could do, yeah.
you know, Spike Lee gonna be there, Stephen A gonna be there, you gonna be there.
Oh
It's gonna be
man,
hype up in there at
hey,
34th Street.
what a wild. It's been a wild entire year of my life as an Knicks fan. I've suffered. A lot of people suffered a lot worse than I have. Considering I only started watching basketball in the early part of last decade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what a journey.
Yeah,
Finally, and
man.
the Knicks not just squeezing by, they even playing great basketball.
Yeah, they have.
So yeah, as a Knicks fan, it warms my heart to say that finally. And no matter what happens come playoff time, we made it. We exceeded. The Knicks have exceeded expectations. And, the Knick haters, they want to just extend the goalpost. First it was clowning on us clowning on the Knicks in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Saying they sucked and all that, saying they're not making no moves, or Thibodeau, what is he gonna do? He messed up Minnesota, all that kind of stuff.
You still led Minnesota to a playoff berth, though.
Yeah, but then after that, they really didn't do much. They got 48 games of Jimmy.
Oh yeah, because nothing.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep my
yeah. Say that. But and now the Knicks, every expectation exceeded. One of the best, arguably the best defensive team in the league, an all-star on the team, arguably an all-NBA player on the team, Julius
yeah.
Randle. Tom Thibodeau could be he's a coach of the year candidate. What he's doing with this Knicks team.
Yeah.
I mean, RJ Barrett vastly improved from this year compared to last year. The role players we acquired, D Rose from the Pistons, who has been a big contribution. The draft, Emmanuel Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta give credit to this Knicks team. No matter what happens come playoff time. They shouldn't even be here based off how it was expectations coming into the season.
Yeah. It's crazy because like I don't know what it is, but the moment KD and Kyrie decides to come to New York, things just start to just go different. It's crazy.
Yep. So to my hats off to the Knicks. Everybody in that organization for this year done a great job. Now, playoff basketball, New York City, Manhattan, not Brooklyn, is back officially.
It's both of them, so you can't say that. It's both.
Yeah, I guess.
But what all the memes say, talking about like the Knicks are not. I said the Knicks. The Nets are not the favorite team in New York right now. Like all those memes and stuff.
Yep. So once again, congratulations, Knicks, being back in the playoffs once again. But they weren't the only team that clinched a playoff berth.
Mm-hmm.
The big game down in Atlanta between the Wizards and the Hawks. This is a big game for both teams. If the Wizards won, they clinched the play-in. The Hawks win, they clinched the playoff berth.
Mm-hmm.
And as you would expect, they both played like it.
Yeah, they both put everything on the line.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it really came down to the wire. As a Knicks fan, I was rooting for the Wizards. Really rooting for the Wizards. And they were up. They were up by 2, and they had multiple chances late to extend that lead.
Yeah.
It was a miss by Russ. It was blocked by
Capella.
Capella. It was another miss. And then in transition, it was John Collins
With the 3
at corner 3 open, gave the Hawks the lead. Wizards had another chance. What happened? Oh yeah. They're down by. Oh no. Yeah, the Wizards had another chance.
I believe that's when Russ got blocked, or it was like a turnover or something.
I can't remember. Yeah, we should probably write this down.
Well, yeah, you got the play-by-play anyway. I think we'll go to the play-by-play.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh yeah. Neto. He had a floater.
Neto. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and he missed. Neto got to give me 1 sec.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you?
Yeah, blow my nose.
You're good.
I need to get vaccine.
Yeah, man. Lucky, you don't want to get the vaccine. Trust and believe. It's gonna be
Chill
kicking
out.
your ass. It's gonna be kicking your ass. Trust and believe.
You only saying that because of side effects, I assume.
Yep. The side effects are kicking my
Good save, so we won't get canceled.
yeah.
But yeah, Neto had a good look, a floater. He ended up missing. They got the rebound, they fouled. Solomon Hill hits both free throws, and then Davis Bertans has a chance. It was kind of a deep three, but they needed three. He's their best 3-point shooter, one of their best 3-point shooters. So Ross gives it to him, and he just ends up missing. As a result, the Hawks, in stunning fashion, in a close game, beat the Wizards, and as a result, the Atlanta Hawks back in the playoffs after a 4-year drought.
4 year drought. Yeah, they was lasting in like in 2016 or 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And man, in my opinion, I feel like this one been like it's a what if, but if Bradley Beal was playing, I feel like that lead that the Wizards had, I think they wouldn't have been able to secure it. You know,
Man, if Bradley Beal was playing, I think they beat the Hawks in both games.
yeah,
Both games came down to the wire.
yeah. And you need a big time bucket like Bradley Beal by your side when when it comes down to those crucial moments. Because even though you got weapons, obviously you got Westbrook. There's no question about that. You got Bertans, who's a really good 3-point shooter. You got Hachimura, who could feed in the paint. Daniel Gafford's so athletic, he's catching everything, no matter where it is, and he's blocking things too. It's just
that's your man's.
Yeah, yeah, but all these opportunities, but like when it gets closed down, when the team comes back, you need that guy who could create his own shot in a really good way. And don't get me wrong, they have that also with Ish Smith, but Ish Smith is kind of iffy because obviously it's tough.
Come on, man.
But if Bradley Beal was playing in that game,
do that in 2K.
Really, yeah.
But Bradley Beal, yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with you, and I wish you was playing. Because now the Hawks with that big win, and we mentioned the Hawks in their play this year with Nate McMillan coming to the helm, is taking over for Lloyd Pierce, and man, he's just done a wonderful job, spectacular job.
Yep, thank you, Indiana.
Yep, true, and you could really see that everything is just flowing well with them. Better chemistry, smarter basketball. On the offensive side and defensive side.
Yeah.
Clint Capella's been an absolute monster defensively and rebounding. Trae Young playing at an all-star level. You got Bogdanovich going, got Nari. I mean, this team is really good, and they're really underrated. I think people are just overlooking them.
Yeah, well, there's not that much talk about them usually, except for Trae Young. Usually, most times.
So. That's why. It's just
It's just Young. It's just Trae Young. That's it. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about anybody else on the team.
But me and those players on the Hawks
are highly valuable. Yeah, hell
yes. Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah.
So, and I think he's gonna be big in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. Especially coming off the bench, he could go back into that savvy way of what he always used to do when he was on the Clippers.
Yep. So hey, great win by this Hawks team, and a wonderful job once again by this Hawks team getting into the playoffs. Nice to see Atlanta back in the playoffs too.
Yeah. Yep. Oh.
What? God damn! I don't know why my nose so stuffy.
Hey.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, what the hell? What?
That vaccine is hitting you too, huh?
First of all, No, I haven't gotten the vaccine yet, but I haven't gone outside either, so I don't want to hear anybody in the comments. I don't go outside.
We know you don't. Don't worry.
I'm
Homebody.
I'm playing this. Well, you know, I'm playing it safe.
Yeah.
But
well, let's talk about that team right behind you.
Oh, let's talk about that team. Defending champions, Los Angeles Lakers, and them boys were not playing in Houston. But what did I say last night? They don't need them. I told you they don't need them.
They don't, but hey,
they didn't need them.
They didn't need them, but it looked like they needed them for a good minute.
All right, that's true. Let me not say like it was a blowout. It wasn't a blowout in Houston. I mean, against the Houston Rockets. And also, before we even get to that, Lakers, congratulations, officially revealed their banner, championship banner, fans back in the arena, not full capacity, of course, but fans back in the arena now. Finally fulfilled that banner, that legendary banner, number 17.
Yeah.
That grueling bubble. People like to say Mickey Rouse ring. But they did a lot to get that ring. So that is well deserved, and it was nice to see that banner finally up in the Staples Center.
Yeah, man, joke all you want, but let's give respect to not just the Lakers, well, especially the Lakers, but all of these players, all of these teams that played in the bubble, the sacrifices they had to make in order to, during the time that is considered deadly, like, you know, having to be away from their family for a good amount of time and stuff like that. Like, you know, that's hard to do. That's hard to do, especially when you're dedicated to your family life and being in your profession. It's not easy to make those kind of sacrifices, but they did, and the Lakers deserve a lot.
Or you just say like what Steven Adams said, it's not Syria. It ain't that hard.
Exactly. It wasn't that difficult. There's places that were going through worse, but hey.
It wasn't that difficult, yeah, but I believe it was still difficult for them to do what they had to do.
Yeah. So you gotta go back to work at some point. Can't always.
But yeah, it was nice seeing them get that banner raised. Be off camera for a little bit because my nose is just going crazy right now. So
you're fine. Take your time.
Mind the chair and the TV.
Nah, you're good. But yeah, the LeBron AD didn't play. Obviously, Schroeder did not play, of course, because he's still out with COVID precautions. And Marcus Gasol didn't play, of course. But the Lakers had the advantage for most of the game. They had the advantage for most of the game, and then as a result, all you notice is, like, you know, the Houston Rockets, they started to click more as a team. And I know, right? It's crazy to say, but hey, look, they didn't even have their plays. They didn't have Christian Wood. Obviously, John Wall's out for the whole rest of the season. And they've been a depleted team this whole season. Let's just be honest. Regardless of what that record says, let's be honest.
Jesus.
Injuries have messed them up big time.
All right, that's true, but messing them up to the point that they lost. You know what? You're not gonna do it. You keep going.
But yeah, let's talk about it. Kelly Olynyk came out to play.
Kelly Olynyk's he's a different man in Houston.
I swear, he looking like a superstar in Houston. But
you say Kenyon Martin Jr.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin Jr. He came up big down the stretch. Jason Tate playing magnificent bully ball. Like, you know, and it was a dude, I didn't know his name, but he was going off.
Amani Brooks.
Yeah, Amani Brooks. I thought it was Aaron Brooks' brother or something like that.
Huh?
Because, like, you know, Aaron Brooks played for Houston. Like, you know,
of course, I know Aaron Brooks, and yes, I know he played for Houston. But like his brother.
Hey man, it could have been some relationship.
Hey, he relates to Aaron Brooks, Miles, and Mikal Bridges. Yeah.
But yeah, they came out to play. They start to connect more. They start to make right decisions offensively. They start to pick the right spots to make their shots. And you start to see them edge back into this game, especially in that fourth quarter. And especially in that late run, they went on a really big run to even cut the game, to make the game close. Especially after the Lakers went on the drought. But you know, um, the Lakers get a call in which I think it was a travel or something by or a push up. Actually, it was a push up by KCP.
Yeah.
And I think before that, Kenya Martin made 1 or 2 free throws. Push up by KCP. They got it back. Kelly Lonely gets the ball against Montrez. He draws a foul. He goes to line, makes 2, up by 1. And then here comes, after all the slander that he was getting in the last game, Kuzma with a beautiful Euro step right through the lane, right over Kenya Martin Jr. to get a layup, give them the lead. But Houston still has the opportunity, call timeout, get back in it. They give the ball to Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk tries to get by, and I think he tried to pass it too, but Wesley Matthews.
Yep, Wesley Matthews coming up big once again, back-to-back nights.
Yep, but yet this time on the defensive end, pokes the ball away. Taylor Horton Tucker, he gets it, gets fouled, makes one, and purposely misses the second one, knowing that the Rockets would have an opportunity to get the ball up the floor, and that was game.
That was game, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And the Lakers still in that playoff hunt now, because I think if they lost this game, they would have been guaranteed in the play-in. But luckily, they were able to stay alive.
Luckily, they were.
Mm-hmm. But great job by Houston by making it a challenge, because we did not expect this.
Well, I mean, they didn't have AD, so
yeah, they didn't have AD or Brown, but hey, they did.
Or Schroeder.
Or Schroeder, but they did a magnificent job staying in this game, staying to their strengths.
Yep.
The defensive end.
Speaking of close games and games mattering, let's go from Lakers. The Lakers, team that they're trying to pass.
Yes.
Go down to Salt Lake City with the Portland Trailblazers. Battle the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, man. And let's be honest, the Jazz came out with a big burst to start off the game. They came out with a big burst, and they had the momentum going early on. And then, hey, this is one of the best defensive teams. But hey, the Blazers, especially that backcourt, is never faced by any kind of defense usually, unless if it's Golden State in the past. But yeah,
you're not lying.
The Blazers just started to catch it going. They started to get it going, and you start to see within the middle of that second quarter, they started to get back into their flow, their rhythm. Damian Lillard had another great game. Of course, we don't even have to talk about him. He's going to always come out to play. He's always amping up his game in down the stretch in the second half of the season. TJ McCollum, so skilled that he is. He hitting buzzer beaters and stuff off of one leg, just getting to the paint, getting his buckets, getting it going. And Melo, who I heard during the game, how he should, even though obviously he's not going to win it, he should be. I don't know if he comes off the bench, but he should be getting consideration for 6-man, just a little bit, not that much. But
he does come off the bench.
But he had a really good game. He had it going, and you start to see as it started to go down. I'm not saying that the Jazz lost confidence on anything, because they don't lose confidence, but they lost their momentum that they had earlier. And the Blazers basically took that momentum from them, and they started to make it more. And they started to get the edge. They started to get the double-digit lead and stuff like that. And it came down to when the Blazers were able to close out this game.
Yes, a big win, crucial win for the Blazers against the Jazz team. It seemed like no matter how many injuries they have, no matter if their stars are out, they still got to keep playing. And they still got to have that chance to get that win, because Conley was out for this game. Conley's been out. Donovan Mitchell's obviously been out. Not only that, he's going to be out for the remainder of the regular season. He has to get reevaluated to see if he's come back for the postseason. Hopefully.
Yeah, because they need him.
Come back.
Yes, they need him. Even though they're playing great, they need him.
Yes, they need him. I would love to see Donovan Mitchell come out, ball out, and try to prove all of his doubters and all the Utah Jazz doubters wrong.
Yeah.
By doing what they do best, winning basketball, being the best team in the league record-wise. So that's why I really want him to play. But we have to see. We really have to see.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta wait and see. But good win by the Blazers, keeping their hopes alive. Because, the team that they're trying to get in front against, let's just say they did the Pelicans. I'm sorry for saying that they had a chance because they don't have no chance anymore.
Yeah. What happened? Mavericks smacked them. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah,
Smacked.
They had no chance from the beginning of the tip off to the end of the in the fourth quarter to end regulation. They ain't had no chance. I'm sorry.
Vince McMahon, no chance in hell. But you said the Pelicans. Listen, man, I told you.
I thought they had an opportunity,
and I told you they didn't.
Hey man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doubting you.
You fine. Just know. Just listen to me more.
Yeah, look at because again, when we talk about them between the Spurs, I'm just saying the Spurs look like they're going against more tougher teams. I wasn't disrespecting any teams that the Pelicans were facing, but I said they probably got a better chance of winning than what the Spurs got against winning the teams that they're going against.
And then they blew the Bucks out by 20.
Yep, and then that happened. I'm still shocked by that. No disrespect, but yeah. Sorry, Pelicans, but as I always say, run it back next year.
I ain't sorry. Goodbye. See you next year.
Yeah, next time make your fourth quarter executions look better. And hey,
things better. I think they should have a better season next year, but hey, that's for off-season predictions and shit. We'll see. So yeah, with that loss to the Mavericks, the Pelicans are officially eliminated.
Yeah.
From playing contention.
Just say that they're out of playoff contention at all. Period. They got no chance of playing, no playoffs, no nothing.
Yeah. As you're talking to the chair, because my nose is wilding out.
Nah, you're cool.
Other news, unfortunate news. For the Miami Heat, Victor Oladipo had to have a season-ending surgery, and he'll be out for the rest of the regular season and won't be returning for the postseason. That puts a big that's a big hit for the Heat, especially since they want to go into the playoffs and kind of do what they did last year, be the underdog, prove people wrong. I think people are giving them a little bit more respect than they did last year, especially since they made it to the finals.
Yeah.
And he would have been a big chance for them. He would have been a big
upgrade. He's a big
upgrade.
I tell you, a hyper athlete who's highly skilled in the half court, could create his shot whenever he wants to. Explosive, even though he lost a step a little bit because of the injuries before, but he still got it, man. He's still one of the talented guards in the league, of course. Believe it or not, he's underrated, of course, because when you look at the other guards he has to go against, you talk about Booker, you talk about Harden, of course, like that. He's not above those guys, but hey, he could still hold his own against those guys any night. So it's tough, but hey, he's been through this process before. It's going to be tough for him, but you could guarantee a fact he's going to bounce back better.
Yep. Hope the best for Oladipo. He really is a great player. Has just been suffering through injuries past a couple of years. So I hope he can get it together. So the injuries and his health, play some meaningful basketball, get a chance to get a ring and get a chance to get back to that level that he was at.
Yeah. And he's addicted to Florida. He got drafted by Orlando. Now he in Miami. He loves Florida.
That's not. I mean, Houston traded him, and I guess Houston won the trade.
Houston won the trade.
I mean, maybe too soon.
Yeah. Well, you want to know who won the trade between Houston and the Wizards?
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
Well, hey, let's be honest. Both point guards were still playing great. Believe it or not, John Wall was playing great despite everything that was going on. He's still playing great.
No, he was.
But so if you're gonna talk about swapping each other out, they still had they still had really great seasons. It's just that, one team kind of had the worst record in the season, not because of him, even though he did have that one play against Minnesota, but not because of him. And yeah, the Wizards are fighting for playoff contention. Well, playing contention.
Yeah,
so we know who won that one.
Yep. All right. That's all out the way. Predictions for tonight's set of games. Sorry that I'm not on the camera. I'm talking to the audience, not you. Like I said, my nose is really stuffy, and I just need to keep blowing over and over and over again, and it could look really weird and a little bit disgusting on camera. So,
hey man, the show gotta go on.
The show gotta go on, so that's why I'm continuing. So first, start off the Clippers and the Hornets.
Clippers.
The Bucks going against the Pacers.
Hopefully the Bucks, if they don't get.
Hey, stop.
The
Bucks, man.
Bucks. I got the Bucks.
Yeah, the Spurs going against the New York Knicks.
Your Knicks.
The Magic going up against the Hawks. Hawks. First primetime game of the night, TNT 7:30. The Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Miami Heat.
Hopefully Joel Embiid is playing this game. I got the Heat though.
Yeah, I want the Sixers, but yeah, I got the Heat.
Yeah.
The Kings go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The Sacramento basketball team going up against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis.
The Toronto Raptors face it up against the Bulls.
I got the Bulls.
I got the Bulls as well. The Nuggets going against the Timberwolves.
Nuggets.
And lastly, TNT 10 o'clock. The Portland Trailblazers going to Phoenix, Arizona to battle the Suns.
All right. 6 seed bound. Bye-bye, Blazers. I got the Suns.
And I got the Suns as well. All right. You know what time it is. Going to the standings. Let's see changes. All right. First, the Nets win. They are a game and a half back from the Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's looking dimmer as the day goes by. With the Hawks win, the Hawks are 4th seed and have half a game ahead of the Knicks and the Heat. Right now. So see what happens containing those guys. The Celtics lost. They have officially clinched the play-in. They will not have a chance to make it to the playoffs. Fortunate for the Boston Celtics. And the Hornets and the Pacers are now the. Oh, maybe I missed this yesterday.
I think tied. You said it yesterday. You said the Pacers and the Hornets clinched their playing game. You said that yesterday.
I did say that, but I didn't say that they were tied for the 8th and the 9th seed. The Hornets having that tie at the 8th seed. So that could be really big.
Okay.
And with the Wizards' loss, the Bulls are 2.5 games behind the Wizards. Unfortunately, the Raptors are eliminated.
Oh, well, they were in Florida anyway, so it wasn't going well for them.
Yeah. Anyway, going to the Western Conference. Let's see. With the Trailblazers win, they maintain that 5th spot despite the Mavericks winning against the Pelicans and the Lakers also winning. So it basically stayed the same in terms of what happened 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And yes, for some reason, the Kings are not mathematically eliminated. I'm sorry. The basketball team are not mathematically eliminated. Wow. They are only 2 games behind the Spurs.
Well, if they lose against Memphis, are they mathematically eliminated?
Yes.
So let's see what happens. That's all we got to say. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Let's see what happens. All right, I guess let me toughen out. Come back to the camera. Jeez.
You cool? Go ahead.
All right. That'd be all.
Yes.
All right. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in today's podcast. Make sure to tune in to tomorrow's podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, feedback, support channel, all that stuff.
And also follow IG and our TikTok down in the description below.
And once again, I'm Evan.
I'm Ja.
This is Mind a Basketball Podcast.
Hope your nose gets better, bro.
You have to tell me that on the camera. Weirdo.
I know the audience want to see you get better.
I mean, it's just allergies. I'll be fine tomorrow or tonight.
Yeah. What?
He's trying to get some points.
Well, I'm just giving you love, bro. That's it.
Oh, don't do it for the camera. That's what
I don't do things for the camera.
Don't do it for the camera.
I'm not doing it for the camera. You know me. You know I always say that to you.
All right, listen, man. I gotta blow my nose. Let's cut.
Hey, take care.
Bye, everybody.